Okay, so a very common question pending on Americans' minds right now is whether or not Charlie Kirk actually did criticize Israel. So I personally do believe that he criticized Israel based on the evidence that there is out there, and we are getting more and more evidence that he did criticize Israel based on the interviews that he had with people like Megyn Kelly and multiple other people he had interviews with. He made it pretty clear that he was not happy with what Israel was doing. Now, let me make it very clear. When I say that Charlie criticized Israel, I am not at all saying that he 100% stopped supporting Israel. I know for a fact that Charlie would have never stopped supporting Israel because he was a very strong Christian and he had very strong faith with the Lord. And the Bible calls us to support Israel as a nation. So I know for a fact that Charlie would have never stopped supporting Israel, but he did express some concerns with Israel and what they were doing, particularly in Gaza. So I don't really have a very strong opinion on it because there's not enough evidence right now to most certainly say that he 100% criticized Israel. So I personally don't really fully know if he did criticize Israel, but the more evidence we get, the more it's starting to make sense that man, maybe he really did criticize Israel. And Candace Owens just leaked text messages between him and multiple other people, which their names remain anonymous for their privacy and safety. But she released text messages of Charlie Kirk, and they are very compelling and do really make you wonder, did Charlie criticize Israel? I'm Micah Walquist. You're watching The Common Sense Report. So before we get into the text messages that Candace Owens has just leaked, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as it would really help me grow my YouTube channel so that I can reach more and more people day by day and continue Charlie Kirk's legacy. So without further ado, let's get into the text messages that Candace Owens has just leaked, showing Charlie Kirk on a group chat with multiple other people whose names remain anonymous for their safety and privacy. But it shows Charlie Kirk on that text thread literally stating himself, and this has been confirmed by Turning Point officials on the Charlie Kirk show, which I will show you that clip in just a second. But the text thread shows Charlie Kirk saying that he wants to abandon the pro-Israel cause. Now, let me make it very clear. I don't agree with everything Candace says. For example, she thinks that Charlie Kirk 100% abandoned the Israel cause, which is not true. Charlie would never abandon Israel. He would never stop fully supporting Israel like that. He would always support Israel because that's what the Bible calls us to do, is to support Israel as a nation. So I know that Charlie Kirk would never abandon Israel like that, but he did express concerns, and that is a fact, and that we're getting more and more evidence to come out to prove that that is a fact. So go ahead and take a listen to Candace Owens showing the text messages showing Charlie Kirk saying that he wants to abandon the pro-Israel cause.
Take a look. So Charlie writes in this group chat, just lost another huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. Somebody writes, ugh. Charlie writes, Jewish donors play into all of the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. And somebody writes, a donor writes, please do not invite Candace. That might feel good short term, but it's not good long term. In my opinion, like all groups, you're going to get a wide variety of opinions. That nasty free will thing that God bestowed on us makes life frustrating at times after the dust settles a bit, maybe. So again, this is 48 hours before Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
So yes, Charlie really did say on those confirmed to be real text messages that he wanted to abandon the pro-Israel cause, saying, quote, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. So that is not like an opinion-based question. That is a fact that has been confirmed by Turning Point officials. That was a real text thread showing Charlie Kirk saying that. So there's no question about whether or not that's real or fake. That is a real text showing Charlie Kirk saying that he has no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. So if you're one of the people that still doesn't believe that those text messages are real, go ahead and take a listen to what a Turning Point official had to say on the Charlie Kirk show.
I want to take the start of this show to address some of the things that have been going around on public, namely about a group text chain that has been made known and released by Candace Owens. And I just want to address it head on because, that was a screen grab that I had shared with people. So it is authentic. And I want to go into it because I actually am really excited that the truth is out there.
So yes, those text messages are in fact authentic, 100% real. That has been confirmed by Turning Point officials themselves on the Charlie Kirk show. Turning Point officials on the Charlie Kirk show, the same episode, also confirmed that Charlie Kirk was not happy with the hate that people like Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson and even Charlie Kirk himself were receiving for questioning things that Israel was doing. That is a fact that was confirmed. They were not happy that they were getting so much hate from their own political party for questioning things that Israel was doing, and Charlie Kirk made that very known. So it's shocking and astonishing to me that there are still people out there that want to say that Charlie never criticized Israel, even when there is a large amount of evidence out there to, with 100% certainty, say that Charlie Kirk really did criticize Israel. Thank y'all for tuning in today. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to stay tuned as I am constantly calling out the lies and hypocrisy from the left.